Preston y... tengo que preguntar. ¿Puedes echarte a Cody? Can you ban? Oh, dear God, Cody, no, déjate de mí. Soy mala influencia. Oh, Cody. Ay, estoy contra los osos. Osos ninja, Preston, no sé de dónde salieron. Sí. ¿Qué pasa? Agarra la tableta. Y así no se pide. Ah, ok, está listo. Ah, sí es cierto, yo también me quedé en eso. Los estaba juntando, pero no los terminé de... Creo que no, deja checar el trofeo. Casi estoy seguro de que no, güey. No. Yo todo lo tengo con... Si no pesa, lo tengo conmigo. Pues... Pues no pesa. Dice... Es una cabaña, güey, pero... No hice una casa así como tú, güey. No mames, no tienes mansión, güey.
This looks like it opted out of the war entirely.
No, tengo... Sí tengo 10, las 20 no las tengo. Deja ver cuáles son las que me hacen falta.
Go away.
What is this place?
This is Cabot House, like it says on the sign. And if you don't know what that is, you're in the wrong place. You should leave before you get yourself in trouble.
Let me in. Edward Deegan asked me to come here.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on
qué
in.
pedo de ahí. Ya nos quitamos. No han dicho nada. Ahorita los regaño. Ahorita regaño a Obi, güey. Que es el que... Ay, ya no me invita. Pues ya no contestas, cabrón.
Let's go meet the boss.
Obi. Ay, qué pesado, plebe. Ya me voy de la casa.
Lead on.
Se me olvidó muchas cosas del Fallout. Me quiero agachar con el círculo.
Jack, the new guy is
Muy
here.
seguido.
One moment. I just have to.
¿Qué vas a decir?
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello.
Okay.
Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
¿Por qué? Ah. Uf.
What is this place?
This is my ancestral home. The Cabots have always lived here
Mames,
since
¿cómo se
long
fue?
before the Great War.
No mames,
If you're asking what we're still doing here,
Cari.
with Boston in its current sad
Sí,
state,
de hecho,
that's a
se
story
saca
for another time,
su
perhaps.
gasp. Hace, ¡ah! No mames, güey, es la
Edward said
primera
you
vez
needed to
que
talk
se me
to me
muere un
before he hired me.
companion,
Yes,
cabrón.
Edward finds it tiresome.
Por andar
I
ahí
always like to know personally
de
everyone who works
aventurero,
there.
sí, cámbiala, güey.
Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward,
God.
the good bourbon, eh?
Tenía más
Please, have a seat.
People
chispa
can't
cuando era
actually
robot.
live here, right?
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question
Pues
I'd
sí,
like to ask
pero
all my new
ya le
employees.
dieron rostro.
Is
¿Por
this
qué,
really
¿por qué
the
le dieron
time?
Don't interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
Are you talking about aliens? UFOs and little green men?
No, that's all popular hysteria. I doubt any of it has any basis in fact. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
You think aliens created human civilization?
Guess they kind of dropped the ball on that one.
Yes, if by alien you mean a non-human precursor to the commonly understood founding cultures. Sumer, Egypt, Assyria. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even. Clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell him what I need him to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending him to look for the missing shipment?
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired.
Vi que estaba matando a Lucas, pero no sabía qué es lo que estabas haciendo.
What was all that about?
Don't worry about it for now. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. You know the old insane asylum you shot up? Parsons? There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
For starters, what's this package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research.
Cuando hago el fast travel, ahí está y ahí se queda, ahí no se mueve, güey.
We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
I have some questions.
Shoot.
Why does Jack have people guarding an old insane asylum?
I don't mind you asking questions. As long as you don't mind me not answering them. If it was important to what I was asking you to do, I'd tell you. In this case, it isn't. You all set then?
How did this package go missing?
The courier got there and picked up the package just fine, but never got back here. Could be simple bad luck, or it could be a deliberate ambush. That's why I'm sending you. It's important that you recover the missing package. Are we good here?
Nothing else.
Okay. They're expecting you over at Parsons, so you'd better get going.
Hancock. Dices Morales revueltas.
Hey.
Yeah? You look like you could use this.
Your thoughts?
You got nothing to worry about with me covering you.
Hay gente aquí.
Your thoughts?
Most folks that run with me don't live out the day. I'm impressed.
Are things all right between us?
I guess I still got some reservations, but I think we got some promise.
Es una casa
So
y tiene
long as taking
cadenas
care
en
of the
las
folks
puertas.
of the Commonwealth stays on the agenda.
Van a ser ghouls. Sí, van a ser ghouls.
That's all for now.
Fine by me.
Nada, me topé en un pueblito y había osos y empecé a ordear la casa. Capté muchas cosas. Encontré una casa que tiene cadenas. Me desespera no saber dónde está mi compañero. Aguántame, güey, te vengo. No, Cari.
This place is off limits. You'd best move along.
Y sí está
Edward
mal
said
que-
you might know where to
que
start
chip
looking
ya,
for the package that went missing.
Oh,
Hey.
you're the new guy. So this package, pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
Who are these guys? Raiders?
Sure, assholes with guns. Though it's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Kinda like they're scouting this place or something. I don't like it. I'm glad you're gonna finally get rid of them.
Nah, no mames.
What was that?
Pues un Terminator. Oh, ya. Uy, le pasaron el Ahora Cory puede morir. Fuck that, Cory. Te meten en el lado. Chis, no te vas.
Time to collect.
Oh, sí. Uy, eso va a explotar, Cory. Corre, güey. Ya visité las memorias de Kellogg's. Ya sé que... Sí, pues la historia del Kellogg's está cabrón. Ya sé que... Ah. Sé que viajan en... se teletransportan, más no sé desde dónde. Y dije, no, yo soy más chiquito porque sabes que no encuentro las entradas, porque no existe entrada. Estamos bien pendejos. Ah, encontrar a alguien que está en el Glowing Sea, uno de los científicos que se salió de esos güeyes.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
No, but that doesn't
Your sister
mean...
is missing and I want her found. What else is Edward for if not to keep the family safe?
I'd be happy to send someone to look for her, ma'am. It's not a...
Mother, Edward has better things to do than sending someone out to find Imogene.
People
Again.
can't actually
I insist you send someone to find Imogene.
I'm not going to have Edward drop everything just...
So did you find out what happened to the
Dice que
courier?
la basura que tienes automáticamente se va.
So disrespectful.
When do I get paid?
We'll get
Si
to
la
that.
pon,
First, I need to know what happened to the
ajá,
courier.
si la pones en el rojo automáticamente la tienes cuando quieras construir.
To Imogene right now.
When do I get paid?
We'll get to that. First, I need to know what happened to the courier.
Just some raiders that ambushed him.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
What's so important about this serum?
You're getting paid to follow orders. Your orders were to get it back. That's all you need to worry about.
I can't believe you don't care what happens to your sister.
Let it go.
I didn't find any. I guess they must have used it all.
Yeah, figures. Oh well. Here's your pay for the job. Too bad about the serum. Now, as far as what's next. Oh hell, I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
¿Lo bañaste?
I insist you send someone to find Imogene.
She's a grown woman. She's perfectly capable of
Como
looking
frío.
after herself.
Imogene is out there somewhere. Maybe.
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot,
Afuera.
don't worry. I'll
Afuera.
send someone to find Imogene.
Thank you, Edward.
O aquí, a ver.
I can always count on you.
¿Eh?
Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, we tracked down the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got it all, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, that is bad news. Our supply here is dangerously low. Well, we'll just have to make it last until the next delivery.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Do you know where she's gone?
No, but it shouldn't be too hard to find out. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor, at the jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
What if she doesn't want to come home?
Obviously, as one of the family, you can't just knock her in the head and drag her home by her heels. Usually, by the time I send someone after her, she's gotten bored with the whole thing and is ready to come home. I'm sure you'll think of something. You're supposed to be resourceful, remember?
A ver, de las Bobbleheads. Inventario. High perception.
Hey, mind if we talk now?
Is everything all right?
Yeah, it ain't anything bad. Just you taking care of Bobby. I ain't proud of having to put you through that. That sort of dictatorial shit ain't usually my style.
Prepare.
You seem awfully torn up over Bobby. Was there something between you?
Nah, nothing like that. I just hate seeing guys like me use their sway to do that kind of harm. Hell, that sort of bull's the whole reason I became mayor in the first place. Some ass named Vic ran the town for I don't know how long before that. Guy was scum. Used us drifters like his own personal piggy bank. He had this goon squad he'd use to keep people in line. Every so often, he'd let them off the leash, go blow off some steam on the populace at large. Folks with homes could lock their doors, but us drifters, we got it bad. There was one night, some drifter said something to them. They cracked him open like a can of cram on the pavement. We all just stood there, did nothing.
Was there no one who could have helped?
Who knows? Maybe.
¿Qué pedo con
Honestly,
estas
we were all
cosas?
so terrified we couldn't bring ourselves to move until it was over, let alone get help. I felt like less than nothing. Afterwards, I got so high, I blacked out completely. When I finally came to, I was on the floor of the old state house, right in front of the clothes of John Hancock. John Hancock, first American hoodlum and defender of the people. I might have still been high, but those clothes spoke to me, told me what I needed to do. I smashed the case, put him on, started a new life as Hancock. After that, I went clean for a bit, got organized, convinced Cleo to loan me some hardware. Got a crew of drifters together and headed out into the ruins. Started training.
Muy bien.
Next time Vic's boys went on their tear, we'd be ready for them.
Porque hasta ahorita todos los he tenido. Nice. Faltan solo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You don't actually think the clothes of John Hancock spoke
Son
to you,
demasiados,
right?
Nah,
para...
I just felt, you know, a connection. It seemed like he and I were dealing with the same shit. Serious oppression. So, the night of, we all got loaded. Let Vic's boys get good and hammered. And burst from the windows and rooftops where we'd been hiding.
34.
They never even saw it coming. We didn't have to fire a shot. We didn't have to. But we sure fucking did. It was a massacre. Once we'd mopped up, we strolled right into Vic's quarters in the State House. Wrapped a rope around his neck and threw him off the balcony. And there I am, gun in hand, draped in Hancock's duds, looking at all the people of Goodneighbor assembled below. I had to say something. That first time I said them, they didn't even feel like my words. Of the people, for the people. Was my inaugural address. Became Mayor Hancock of Goodneighbor that day. And from then on, I vowed I'd never stand by and watch. Ever again.
Solo me hace falta una... Creo.
You fought so hard to become mayor. Why leave?
I ain't really the ponderous type. When an instinct takes hold, I listen. This time around, instinct said I should join up with you. Seems it was a good one. I just hope you get where I was coming from. I ain't out to bring harm to anyone that didn't earn it. Though I'm getting the distinct idea you got the same plan. Well, you probably heard enough of me running my mouth for one day.
Para tenerlo requieres completar la misión. Before you start, necesitas ser nivel 10 plus. Okay. Probablemente ya lo serás. Okay. Necesitas irte al asilo Parsons State, asilo para maníacos. Matar a 3 enemigos que están afuera del asilo. Serán 3 raiders o 3 gunners. Ahora necesitas encontrar y hablar con Edward Deegan. Él se puede encontrar en 4 lugares: Demon City Market, The Dark Inn, The Good Neighbor, The Bunker Hill. Ya que hayas hablado con él, te va a dar una quest que se llama Special Delivery. Complétela y te dará otra quest que se llama Imogen Take El Over. Ahora tendrás otra quest que se llama The Secret of Cabot House. Y podrás entrar al asilo, que es el que tiene el Bobblehead. Es donde se encuentra el Bobblehead. Oh man, tengo que hacer eso.
What the fuck was that?
Pues los has de haber matado. Ajá.
Home sweet home.
A ver, Parsons State. Sí, el Parsons State Asylum, Insane Asylum. Como una iglesia, ¿no? arriba. Ah, ok, ya. Está al lado del Linwood. Ok, vamos allá, chicos.
Entertainment. Down the stairs.
Chicas, allá.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Hi. Huh?
Hold her up. Forever hold your damn mouth shut.
Yo, do you know Imogene Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! This guy wants a word.
Voy a matar a la raza.
Something I can do for you, handsome?
Do you know Imogene Cabot?
Imogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Were you a friend of hers?
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
Do you know where she's gone?
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him time of day.
Haz de cuenta que me dice que puede ser su compa, ¿no?
She latched on
Tengo
to him
otra
for some
misión
reason.
que es la
I
del
don't suppose
Silver
it hurt
Shroud.
that he was easy on the eyes.
¿Ya las hiciste esas?
Intense. Some women find that irresistible.
Esa de Silver Shroud es como si fueras Batman.
Would you come over here a minute?
Que te pones una vestimenta como de detective. Te das cuenta que esa misión me dice, ve con Hancock. Y voy con Hancock y quiero ser mi compa.
Fine gentleman
No,
here
güey,
was just
quiero
looking for
terminar la
Imogene.
misión.
Do you happen to know where
Quiero ser mi
that
compa.
preacher fella came from?
Brother
No puedo terminarla
Thomas.
porque
Yes, that's right. The
Next
one
to compa de
Imogene
Hancock.
was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation.
No, es que no me sale otra
Kept
opción más
going
que quiero
on
ser mi
and on
compa.
about joining
No,
them
güey,
at
quiero
the
solo de la
back
opción,
bay.
quiero ser mi compa.
Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
¿Cómo lanzamos
Thanks,
las
honey.
granadas?
You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Citizen,
Huh?
stay free, man.
Any friend of Mayor Hancock is a friend of the Third Rail.
Órale, pinche. ¿Qué pasó? Ya tarde, muchachos. El daño está hecho. Ajá, el de Huch. Huch. Ande, cabrón. ¿Y cómo se escucha Grillo feliz?
Welcome,
No quiero sonar
neighbor.
racista, pero eran
We're
3
always
negros
glad
los
to
que
see
estaban
a new
cuidando
face around
el
here.
asilo.
Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken?
Y los estoy
Do you
juntando
ever
para que vean
wonder
que
why
estaba
things
bromeando.
can't be the way they were in the good old days?
Sea una advertencia para todos.
I'm looking for Emma Jean Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Emma Jean is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
What's she doing here? Is she a member of your movement?
Actually, she and I are, you know, romantically involved. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
I'm a friend of the family.
Son clones.
Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
Oh, yeah. You can be real convincing.
Look, the truth is, we had a little, disagreement about her joining the movement. She got kind of violent. So I locked her in there until I could figure out what to do with her. If you're willing to take her off my hands, let me unlock the door for you, and then she's all yours. I've got to warn you. She's way stronger than she looks. It took all of us combined to get her locked up in there.
Tiene The Ashmaker, que es la Enedina. La minigun. Sí, se le acaban las balas. Ni siquiera es una sentada, güey. Mira, mira el enemigo, un perrito. No, Cory, no. ¿Por qué me haces esto?
She's all yours, neighbor. We don't have anything to talk about.
Ajá. Para dejarla entonces algo mil. Le puedo dar, ¿sabes qué, güey? La shish kebab, la de shishio.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Ayer vi un poco más de Bob's Burgers.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society, back when there was any.
Ponytail. Ponytail.
What happens if you don't get more serum?
Oh, I don't think we need to worry about that. I've gone without a treatment much longer before with no lasting effect.
I have a vial of that serum with me. Here. Looks like you need it.
You don't think there might be some folks that could benefit more from that than Grandma here?
How did you get that? Never mind, I'd rather not know. Thank you so very much. I'm so disappointed in Thomas. He seemed so interesting at first, but after we came here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
¿Es un revólver? Le pongo y pone otra pistola, güey.
Need anything before we go?
No. I didn't bring anything worth taking with me. Don't worry, I'll find my own way home. I'm not quite ready to face Mother. And Thank you. I really do appreciate you coming to find me. Even though I didn't actually need rescuing. I can't thank you enough for giving me that serum. Jack doesn't need to know I got a little extra, does he?
Colonial Tap House, Diamond City Market. Es el Diamond City. Good neighbor. Ande, güey, es un tanquecito de juguete. ¿Qué chingados es esto, cabrón? Es un tanque que parece que tiene una cara enfrente de trompa. Jamás lo había visto. Es muy grande. No, en el loading screen me aparece. Tiene 3 ruedas por los costados. O sea, en total de 6. Parece un tanque de las tortugas ninja, güey. No, es la primera vez que lo veo, güey. Doc Crocker. No, aquí tengo que buscar. Edward Deegan.
Are you there?
Tengo que buscar a Edward Deegan. El mapa, ajá. Más o menos. Dice que puede estar en 4 locaciones. Y yo, la casa de Pigman siempre está sola. O más bien, la galería de Pigman. Ah, ok. Ok, estoy en la galería de Pigman. Cabot House.
Edward, switch to single sideband modulating. Can you hear me? Edward.
Hey there.
Not now.
Gee, now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get them.
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! There's no signal at all.
Mr. Handy? Mr. Handy is tu compa?
If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock
Pues
up
aquí está, en Cabot.
That
Hay un robot.
helping, Mother. And as I
Un
recall,
Sentribot.
using
Y
the
aquí está
serum was
Mr.
your
Handy.
idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
Oh. Do you want?
Ya estoy en
What's
Cabot.
going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old
Cabot
asylum.
House necesita una
They're
llave
under
para
attack by
abrirse.
raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off
no
raiders
tengo.
before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
No voy a poder encontrar ese güey ahí.
What happened?
The guards at Parsons called in that they were under attack. Edward went to help. I've only just been able to raise him, briefly. I didn't get much, but it sounds like the situation there is nearly out of control. I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
Estos no los había visto, güey. Han de haber sido por el update. Un robot.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
Cuando tengas la
Where do you get this serum
Secret
from?
of Cabot
My
House,
father, Lorenzo Cabot, is
y
confined in
puedes entrar al
Parsons.
asilo.
He became dangerously unstable
El asilo es
after
el que tiene
handling an
Bobblehead.
artifact he found on an
Pero dice
archaeological dig
que
in
cuando
Arabia.
tengas
He gained various seemingly
no
paranormal
necesitas
encounters,
terminar la de Cabot
as well
House
as
al
becoming
parecer.
increasingly
Algo
irrational
tendrás que hacer nada
and
más.
violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling him all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
¿Qué cosa? ¿De qué hablas?
Exactly what abilities does he have?
Enhanced strength,
No, it's
unusual
Diamond City
resistance
market.
to most kinds of physical damage. Oh, and a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. That's why I've built a dampening field into his cell. Which is why we really need to stop these intruders before they turn it off. Hold on, weren't you off looking for Imogene? Did you find her?
Choice chops.
I found her, as requested. Now what about my pay?
Oh, yes. Edward usually handles these things. You'll want caps, I suppose? Let me see what I have. Here. I hope this is close to your usual fee.
At least there's one small comfort on this terrible day.
Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Why is that so important?
If these intruders have gotten past Edward's men, they may have freed Lorenzo. I'm the only one who understands exactly how to deal with him. Is that clear enough for you?
Okay.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack,
Radio.
and try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be... one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
Ready? Let's go. Just to be clear, under no circumstances can we allow Lorenzo to be free from Parsons. I've lost my father forever. I refuse to let that happen after spending so long trying to cure him.
No. Casa de Poli. ¿Es acá arriba? Colonial Tab House, aquí está. Jimborí para esa madre, güey, hazle así. Se están peleando, no sé por qué están peleándose. Unos güeyes. Entré al bar y putizo. Parece que Darcy le está poniendo el cuerno a alguien. Los güeyes están peleando por ella. Ajá.
Good account of themselves. Not good enough, sadly. We need to get to my office. From there, we can see how bad things really are. Okay, stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go.
I always said I'd end up in
the door's blocked from the other side. We'll have to find a way around.
Jacob on the other side. Only opens with a key.
Check that out. Okay, hunt the shit. Who is that? I hear something. What?
Es que fuimos a llevar el carro a hacer el servicio y me llaman para hacer una encuesta. Pero pues ya es la tercera vez que me hablan. No, la segunda vez que me hablan. Al momento de recogerlo hicimos una encuesta. Y estos unos días después me hablaron y me hicieron otra encuesta. Y te volvieron a hablar y dije, no, pues ya no te hicieron encuesta. Nosotros los evaluamos a ellos no pueden hacerse encuestas a ellos mismos. ¿Cómo no, güey? Ahí la hice. Ahí, madre.
Feel that? It's all beer. Keep your eyes open. Think this asshole's using the stealth. No sign of him now. How'd you get in here?
A ver. Era Bobby. Dug out. I'm telling you, we are. No, que era. Estamos debajo del edificio del Mayor. Good piece of shit, Bobby.
I'm not dead yet, but I don't think I can get up.
You kept them from using the elevator?
Yeah. I sent the elevator down to the basement, like you wanted, and shut it down.
Good.
Shot quite a few of them before they decided to leave me alone in here. Haven't seen anybody for quite a while. I think. It's hard to keep track of time.
Are you sure you can't get up? I could really use your help.
Yeah, Jack. I'm pretty damn sure.
Well, then don't worry about it. Meeting your friend.
Oye, no tiene sentido la orientación.
They definitely reached the basement. Although I don't understand how they knew how to get past it. It doesn't matter.
En el Fallout 3,
through the abandoned part of the building. It looks like the Adrenaline field is still functioning.
No sabía.
Although several of the security doors in the basement have already been
círculo, güey.
We better hurry if we want to stop them. They seem
Ya,
determined
ves,
to
no
reach
sé
Lorenzo
dónde.
for some reason. They pick a theme, they stick to it. I'll give them that.
There we go.
What exactly is going on here?
I suppose it's time you knew. It's hard to overstate exactly how dangerous the artifact has made Lorenzo. In addition to being homicidally psychotic, he has also gained enhanced strength and unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. He also commands a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. Now, we need to get to the basement before these intruders find a way to set Lorenzo free. Follow me.
Be careful, Jack. You too.
Preston Garvey. Que está en Good Neighbor y quiere que arreglemos el rayo. Pues sí, pero yo no puedo seguir con las misiones si no termino esa. Los trofeos. Hacer todas las misiones de esos güeyes.
We never used this wing. Nobody's been in here for decades. There's no telling what we'll run into.
Third rail. Oh, aquí está. Nice.